So we're going to see, it says preparing to live stream the meeting, setting up your meeting for YouTube Live, redirecting
Are
to,
we live? Are
oh
we
my
live?
goodness, it
Right.
says we're live.
We're live. Uh,
Holy sh
it
it's
says it's
our,
being sent
oh,
to a third party.
oh my God, we're live
We
on YouTube,
are
babe.
live.
That is like nerve-wracking and exciting all at the same time. Oh my goodness. Well, good evening, Girlfriendism YouTube family. We are the W's. I'm your girlfriend, Dr. K of Girlfriendism, and I'm here with my husband. My husband. He's no longer my boyfriend. He's no longer my fiance. He's my husband. So
I
what's up,
love it.
husband?
Doing well, doing well. What's up, everyone? How's it going?
Oh my
Happy
goodness.
Tuesday.
It is. Happy Tuesday. I've been saying that all day. Happy Tuesday. So I choose you, babe, and we choose to go to Egypt for our first Girlfriendism love experience. And this is extremely exciting because even though Girlfriendism has hosted multiple retreats, this is actually our 5-year anniversary. This is the first time that we're hosting a Girlfriendism love retreat
Uh,
experience. Yeah. So you see what happens when people rise in love, new ideas come to play.
oh, is
So
that the reason? Is that the reason why we're doing it?
yeah. Well,
Oh,
because you know how the story goes. So for the people who don't know our love story, we recently got married, but we didn't know we were going to get married because our friends, who were actually my friends that you just met a day before we got married with them,
hey,
we went to St. Lucia to celebrate their 15-year anniversary, met a couple who was celebrating their 25-year anniversary, and then they invited us to get married. And then the rest is history. And so the
uh-huh.
beautiful thing is that we've married now. We's the W's. The other side of it is none of our family or friends were able to be in person with us. So even though we went live, which was amazing, we want to be able to celebrate that.
So there's
Celebrate.
a little guilt there. Yeah.
Just a little bit. But you know, there's always a beautiful opportunity when we can combine multiple things. So now we get to celebrate our 1 year and we get to celebrate the 5 years of Girlfriendism retreats. And we get to create this unique opportunity for us to invite others to join us. So I'm going to try sharing this, babe. Oh my goodness, can you see it? Did
No, so it says you're there we go. There we
I
go. Oh yeah, hey, there's that picture again.
Here's our picture where we're
Yeah,
in a nice
okay.
suit and floral top that you're in, and I'm in a nice strapless red dress in the middle of the desert.
In the desert. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Isn't it wonderful what
I,
technology
I
can
think
do?
it's I think we're like the black Mr. and Mrs. Bond, on
Right.
some
Wait, how's the theme song? How does the theme song go?
no, no, that's the wrong one. That's
That's the wrong one.
no,
Well, you
that's
gotta
the
help
other
me,
one.
babe, because you know me and movies.
That's Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Oh, Doom,
That's
Doom, Doom, Doom. Is
yeah,
that one?
that's no, that's Mission Impossible. Oh my
Oh,
God.
shoot.
No, the James Bond it that does some
I'm sure it sounds different, but when you're doing it, it sounds like an entirely different sound.
hey, sounds fine to me.
It sounds about right to you? Okay, baby. Well, I
Wait,
trust you.
you're gonna make fun of me? Okay, so we're gonna have an argument live,
Well, we're
our
gonna
first
have our first
argument.
argument on
You're
YouTube. That's what we're
you're
gonna
making
do.
fun of my tone deafness.
I'm not making fun, baby.
Okay,
I'm
I
not
dare you.
laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I'm laughing
Oh,
with
really?
you because we're in
Okay,
this together. Right.
okay. Because you know what I was about to say. I dare you to name me one James Bond movie.
Are you really gonna put me out like that to the
But
world on YouTube? Okay, fine.
you're
I
calling me
just
tone deaf.
arrest me, okay, because I am that girl that just recently started to understand James Bond and what's the other one that did Wakanda Forever and all those things, Marvel. I'm just getting into it because now I'm Mrs. W, okay? Yes, I am
Well, no,
guilty.
let's tell him why you really became Mrs. W. I had one stipulation, one very, very
Oh,
important
Jesus.
stipulation.
That I had to look at what is the name of it, babe? I'm so traumatized, I forgot the name of it.
Game of Thrones.
Oh my God, Game of Thrones. Oh my goodness. We're gonna do a whole other review on that, you and I, because I absolutely cannot with Game of Thrones. Although you made me
That was a
addicted to
deal.
it so much.
That would have been a deal breaker.
I, you know what I'm saying? And then now, even though we're married, now he's still adding to the list. You see, this is how they catch you, y'all. He's like, you got to do this for us to get married. And then we get married, and he's like, oh, well, you still got to do these things too. But it
That's
turns
like
out that it was not so bad
it
because you know what?
really
I was
did. It
looking
really
at it
did.
with you, baby. So it worked. But you know, that's our little banter. So y'all already got a little introduction as to what the W's is all about. And that's why we want to invite you to come out to our Girlfriendism Love Retreat, Egypt and Maldives. So as a little backup, we did this already with our subscribers of Girlfriendism. And
That's
so
right.
now we are doing this out in the open for the public because one, we want Girlfriendism to be worldwide and global, which we are because we've traveled so far to Athens, Greece, to Santorini, to Bali, where else, babe? To Dubai, to Thailand. So we're getting there, and now we're adding Egypt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we also want to give people another opportunity to catch the special offer, okay, which we offer to our subscribers on February 20th. So you're seeing the February 20th. So our subscribers are already in, but we want to give 24 hours more for our old and new Girlfriendism Love family to be able to join us because we're also extending an invitation to three groups of people. One, to the girlfriends, of course, who have been on this journey with us. Two, and this is new, couples, including couples who want to either get engaged or married on this trip because our
Ooh,
goal is to spread love just as our friends pass it on to us, right? To be able to get married in St. Lucia. We want to be able to extend that opportunity to others. And then, of course, family. So this is going to be the first trip, babe, that our babies are going to be with us. Normally, I leave them home. I'm like, y'all gonna stay home because I need to go have some girl time. But this is going to be for all of us. So, what are you thinking, baby? Should we start with the orientation? What do you think?
yeah, you know what? Let's jump into the
Let's
orientation.
jump
I know
in.
everyone is like excited, to
I
see what this is going to be
know.
about. So,
So the dates are, just so you know, December 12th to the 20th. So the good thing is that we have some time. And I'll tell you this from the beginning. So no matter where you are jumping into this, there are going to be three things that you have to do in order to get this special rate. Okay. So we're giving you the advance 24 hours. You got to subscribe to our Girlfriendism YouTube channel. You got to subscribe to girlfriendism.com. And then you got to send us an email to girlfriendism at Gmail saying, I saw the video, I want the link within 24 hours. So today's March 11th. By March 12th at 9:10 p.m., you got to send that in order to save $400 on this. So let's get started to see what you're going to save on. Okay. So the trip itself is going to be from the 12th to the 20th. So we're going to arrive to where, baby?
Cairo.
Cairo. Yes, yes, yes. That's where our travel partners, Culture Holidays, they are just amazing and they are growing and expanding globally. They are going to greet us with that nice sign that says, welcome to the Golfanism Love Tribe. Welcome to Cairo. Okay. So I know you're excited about Egypt, baby. Why? We're both excited, but for different reasons.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So as far as my spirituality, I do follow the ancient Kemetic spirituality.
Mhm.
And do not call me a hotep. I'm not a hotep.
Is that a bad word?
Yeah, but I do follow the ancient Kemetic spirituality, which has a very, very, very close relationship to Christianity. So you can see where Christianity's influences came from,
Yeah.
and Catholic, and a lot of other religions too. Added.
Right. Well, you know, they say that Egypt is the beginning. It's the beginning of things. That's where civilization started. And you know, for me, my full name, so when I come on here, I say I'm your girlfriend, Dr. K, but my name is Kanuma. And the origin of that is actually Egyptian. And the full name, the full
Oh,
Egyptian name,
yeah, that's a mouthful.
yeah, it is a mouthful, is Kanumra Amenja. So, of course, my mama was like, oh God, please don't name my baby child that. She's gonna get stopped at every border. Lord have mercy. So my daddy said, okay, fine, her name could be Kanuma. But you know, I want to know more about this place from where my name came from. So we both have different reasons for wanting to go there, but I'm so excited that we're gonna be there together. So of course,
Yeah.
day one is going to be us coming in. We're going to be exhausted. People are going to be coming in from different states, different territories. We'll be coming from the Virgin Islands. That's where Gophernism is based, and that's where we are based. But people are going to be coming in from different places. So on this second day, which is going to be our actual first day, we get to go to the pyramids and the Grand Egyptian Museum to see the Sphinx. What are you most excited about, babe, on this day? I feel like it's going to be a super long day, but lots of information.
Wow. You know what? It's so interesting. I haven't started unpacking it yet, because there's just so much that I want to do and
Yeah,
I want to capture, but I haven't unpacked it yet.
I know.
But
Yes.
I am ready to just be open and to just learn and just to gain a whole lot of knowledge.
You know what? Well, that is such a good point because that's one of the things that I share with people who want to, you know, go on a group trip, right? Or someone who may be considering traveling with girlfriends. And one of the things that I always say is be open. And I always
Yep.
say for me, I don't have any expectations of anyone but myself, right? Because when you're traveling with a group of people, you have different personalities, different experiences, different backgrounds. And that's the exciting thing because then the idea is that you start on this journey of the unknown to some degree, right? Maybe as strangers, but you leave as lifelong friends. And what better way than travel, right? You get to know about people when you travel, which is one of the reasons that we started G Love, because that's one of the things that we did a lot when we were getting to know each other, and we still do.
Yeah.
And that's why we are all about WTF, wellness, travel, finance. So it's exciting that we get to do this again together, but with a whole tribe of people who want to share love. And to your point about information, I mean, even this just talks about a collection of 5,000 years of the largest, most precious collection of Egyptian art in the world, over 250,000 genuine artifacts. I mean, the history that's going to be in this place, I know the energy alone is just going to be breathtaking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm super excited about that.
So
So these are additional images. Of course, we got to get in the touristy things. We got to do the things. We got to, look at the lady there kissing her in the pyramid. Well, I'm gonna be kissing you, baby. We're gonna take that picture, but I'm gonna be kissing you instead. So that's gonna be, pretty much our first full day together. Day three is going to be the Civilization Museum. So there's 2 full days of museums. And that's going to be a lot of history, a lot of treasures, lots of monuments, and getting that historical piece, which is very important because, we don't want to travel just for the sake of traveling. We want to travel for information. That was one of your words in our recent trainings that we did together for Hope, the nonprofit side of branch was knowledge. So that is something
absolutely.
that's super
Yeah.
important to you. So I know that you're going to enjoy that. So you'll have 2 full days of knowledge. And then these are images of the Civilization Museum. I am
Mhm.
just excited about these artifacts, babe. I'm thinking
Yeah, I'm
about
looking.
my dad too.
Oh man, I'm looking at the Yonk, and oof, and by any means, I am not when it comes down to my knowledge. I'm still nascent. I'm still new at it. But
Yeah.
even just like you're looking at that center image, and you see those
Hmm.
Ankhs that are there, and
Yeah.
just what it represents, and
Hmm.
it's amazing, and you can also see the influence from where Christianity and the cross. But let me not get too far here. And
Well, you know what the good thing is about this, what I envision is that we're going to have, in addition to these tours that we do, one of the things that we've traditionally done in our Girlfriendism retreat, which has been historically women only. So again, this is the first time that we're opening it up to couples and to family. But in addition to the daily tours where we're actually exploring where we're going, we also spend time connecting in smaller groups at the end of the day because we need to be able to connect, right? Even beyond. And I can already foresee that we're going to have like a comedic spirituality group that may be meeting after some of these tours. Like, hey, if anyone's interested in talking a little bit more about spirituality, and I see you being the one that's going to be spearheading that baby. So I'm excited. And for those who
mhm.
don't know about the background of the Ankh, it's also known as the key of life, right? It's representing life, representing vitality and immortality. And so, like
Uh-huh.
you said, it has a lot of that depiction with, Christianity and the cross as well. But for me,
Absolutely.
this has so much significance knowing that it's from the continent. So I'm also curious to learn more.
Yeah, and it goes so much, it goes so deep. And of course, you and the girlfriend
Yeah.
ism experience the ankh, and that circle piece is the representation of the womb, creativity.
Mm.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it,
that's why I married
it
you.
goes deep. And then the
That's why I married
cross,
you.
and you see
Yes,
that cross, that's the
yes.
crossing
Let's
of all the different matters and the elements and to coming in
the
from the spiritual
intersection.
to the yeah, into this realm. So
Oh,
it
look
gets
at you, baby.
deep.
You're gonna be teaching me some things. I love
Uh,
that. I love the womb and the creativity piece. I did not know that. So thank you for that, baby. That is super interesting to me because I'm all into that divine feminine and sensuality. So I'm gonna be looking that up some more.
uh,
Um, so that's gonna be exciting. And then of course, we cannot go international without doing some shopping, baby. Because the way that girlfriendism started was from our brick and mortar boutiques, my girlfriend's closet in the Virgin Islands. And we don't just shop for the sake of shopping. We shop with intention. Our boutiques right now feature pieces that are by and for women around the world. And so one of the things I'm going to be looking for are who are the Egyptian designers and women that I need to get in touch with so I can bring their stuff back to
any
the
any
islands and share with
any
both.
particular apparel that you're looking for?
Oh, well, we're supposed to be having our wedding ceremony, so I'm going to be looking for a particular apparel, but I can't tell you because it's got to be partly a surprise. But it's going to be authentic Egyptian. I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to come to Egypt with an American style. We're just not going to do that. When you are, what they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in Egypt, we're going to do as the
And in
Egyptians
Rome,
do.
absolutely.
So,
When
we're
in
going to be
Egypt.
ready. And maybe we'll find it at the Khan El Khalili Bazaar. So that's where there's tons of different authentic Egyptian items that we'll be able to shop and purchase and, get authentic souvenirs. I hate to buy souvenirs that are made in China when I go to like
Ah,
global places. I mean, sorry, China. I love y'all. I do. So there's no shade, but I want things that are authentically from the place that I am going to visit so I can bring that piece of energy, that part of that culture with me. And so I'm looking forward to that day too. So that's just day two. Look how many things we've already spoken about. This is just day two. My goodness. Okay. So one of the exciting things, of the many exciting things, is while we are going to be flying into Cairo, we're not just doing Cairo. We are also going to be doing three other cities within that 8-day time frame. So it is a packed schedule, but while we're there, we got to maximize on that time. So we're going to get a full day trip to Alexandria on day 4, which is Egypt's second largest city. And it also has a blend of history, culture, and the coastal views. I think I always appreciate that as an island girl. I love me some coastal views. You know what I'm saying, babe? So there's going to be the Roman amphitheater there. There's going to be Pompey's pillar there. So a lot of historical things as well. But it's going to be interesting to see the difference between Cairo and then Alexandria. Yeah. What do you think, baby?
I like it.
He's like, babe, you just plan it. I got this. I'm going with you. We're going to have a good time. That's what I say, baby. Look at all of this architecture. Oh my
It looks
goodness. I feel
beautiful.
like the buildings in itself, the architecture in itself, the geography, and just the natural landscape, the the art. Oh my goodness. It's just going to be so different from what we're used to, right? Because where we are in the Virgin Islands, we have a lot of different architecture because we've been under 7 flags, including, Danish and Spanish and French. So we have a little mixture of all of
Dutch.
that.
Yeah.
But I am thirsty for this Egyptian culture and the architecture. So I'm really excited. It's so funny. You see this right here? I can't remember, but this
Which one?
reminds me of the Colosseum in
It
Africa.
looks like the Colosseum. Yeah, I
Right?
remember one
Doesn't
too.
it? So I
Yep.
have a picture when we did our trip in 2022. So it's also funny when you travel, you see all of the things that are
Yeah.
different. You also see how there's
Well,
so much
well,
similarity.
if I'm correct, even with Alexandria, which
Yeah.
is it the Greeks or the Romans? Well, one of
Yeah,
them.
influence.
One thing I have to say that, but before we get on this trip, at least I know for me is, there
Yeah.
is that spiritual piece, but there's also the geography piece too as well that I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to mesh in. So as we go.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to that. And so that is just really our day 4, which is our full day 3. So day 5 is leisure and special dinner. So y'all, I had to fight with culture holidays because there's so many good things too. Well, not fight. I had to convince them. I said, y'all, when you are traveling with a large group, and so our groups traditionally have 26 to 31 people. I anticipate this will be a little bit more because we're expanding it to couples and family, right? And I said, listen, by day 4 of a really large group, you are ready to have a break from people. Okay. So I was like, we need a leisure day in there. So the couples could go off and do their thing, the families can go off and do their thing, and the girlfriends can go off and do their thing. So on day 5, we get to have some leisure. We get to relax a little bit and explore on our own. And that's one of the important things is we all have different interests, right? So where you might want to go back to a museum and explore something, I may want to go back and do some shopping and explore something. For me, I definitely want to dance. I want to do some cultural dance. And so
Mhm.
this is the opportunity where people get to kind of see, well, what else would I like to explore that may not be on the itinerary? But then we
Yeah.
do come back at the end of the day, which is going to be amazing because we're going to have dinner at the revolving restaurant. So this is a
Yeah.
picture of the view we will be having when we are
A
in that
beautiful, yeah, that's a
revolving
really
restaurant.
beautiful view.
Isn't
Wow.
it gorgeous?
And
Oh my
also,
God. Yeah.
I also we forgot to mention some of the hotels that we're going to be staying at. Like for
Oh my
example,
goodness.
this one looks like
Yes.
it's at the Hilton property. So
Uh-huh.
maybe in our recap, we can talk about some of the nice hotels that we've been staying at. Not like we're going to want to be spending most of our time at these hotels, but it's good to know
Right.
whenever we come back when we want to kick back, we're going to be in a nice space. Lapping up.
Yes. Absolutely. So luxury travel is one of the things that I'm working on, that group, luxury group travel. So it's always something that I keep in mind. And I'm letting culture know, like, listen, we have a full day out. We want to be able to have that place at the end of the day, especially since we're gonna have couples, honey, because we want to make sure that we get all romantic at the end of the day. So you can rub my feet, baby, from all of that walking that we're gonna be doing. And I can rub your back and be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. And that's good because for people who may have rewards with some of these resorts, they can also continue to benefit from those rewards even while away. So this is the other exciting part. So in addition to Cairo, in addition to Alexandria on day 6, we're going to fly to Aswan by flight so we can catch our cruise. Okay. Now, this says flight is excluded, but one of the things that I also convinced them to do is to provide a price where it includes our inner city flights. So typically the flight is excluded, but for us, it's going to be included. So we stay together as a group. So on this day, we go to Aswan, and then this is where we start with our Nile River cruise. So I am
Mhm.
really excited about that because we get land and sea all in one.
Get a
And then
twofer.
we've got day 7. So we're still sailing at this point. So we're sailing to Komombo Temple. And this is where we're going to be able to check out the Greco-Roman Temple of Komombo, which was built between 190 BC and 219 AD. Like, what the hell? I can't even conceptualize what that is. Like, I can't even believe that we're in 2025 already. You know what I'm saying? And here it is that we're going to be visiting places from 190 BC and to 1980. Come on now.
Yeah,
Like, that's just
long time
insane.
ago.
Like, when else do you get such an opportunity? You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
that's going to be great. And then these are additional images of all of the history that we're going to be seeing. And then it continues because then on day 8, we're going to be in Edfu, Esna, and Luxor. So we're continuing to explore all of these different cities and their culture. And then there's also activities on board, right? There's entertainment during dinner. And so this also includes our meals. You really cannot go wrong with the tours, the meals, the inner city flights, the hotels, right? Because of course we're going to get to the price
Yeah,
and
it's
it's,
a lot of
it's
stuff
really
that's
good.
just packed in. Yeah,
Absolutely.
a lot of
Hey, if you're
great
going to travel
benefits.
that far, may as well get it in, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm taking a moment, y'all. We have Lioness Star Wellness, we got Sherry Ann, and we have Carmen. Hello, good evening, y'all. I am so
Hey,
excited that
what's
you
up,
are on
y'all?
here. Like, I didn't even know how to work this thing. I wasn't even sure like who's gonna be able to see it. So I'm just excited that y'all are on here checking this out with us. So if you have not already registered, please do. I don't know what y'all waiting for. So go ahead and register. Make sure you do your homework. Subscribe to the Girlfriendism channel. Subscribe to
So, and
girlfriendism.com.
just as a
Yep.
recap, right? So this
Yep.
one is this is available 24 hours. Are we going to put it in the link for a 24
Yes.
hour?
So I'm gonna
Just
put the link for the regular price will be under this tomorrow. So the
oh,
homework
okay.
that viewers have and the opportunity that they
That's right.
have
That's
in
right.
order to take advantage and save $400 is to do those three things.
Three
Subscribe to the
things.
Girlfriendism channel on YouTube. Subscribe to girlfriendism.com, and then also send that email to girlfriendism@gmail to say, hey, we saw the live and we want that special rate. So we're giving them a little homework. They got to work a little harder than our initial group of people who are already plugged in because you want to save that money, honey, and we want to make sure we stay connected with you. So we gave you a little bit of homework. So that's going to be the task. So absolutely, we're going to send the information in there as well after this when the regular pricing comes out. But those who complete their homework will get the benefit. Okay.
Mhm.
So on day 9, we get to have a little adventure with a hot air balloon before we depart from Luxor to Cairo. Okay. So if you are afraid of heights, you are going to take yourself a nice little anxiety pill. Okay. Or you're going to do some meditation, or you're going to have you some ashwagandha and you get on the damn balloon. And I'm talking to myself right now because I'm like, holy crap. I don't like heat. I don't like fire. You know this, babe. I don't even turn on the stove sometimes unless you're there or mom is there. So I'm talking to myself right now, but you got to face your fears. And when you're
I,
leading a group, I can't chicken out. That's the good thing about leading a group sometimes. I can't chicken out. So I put
I,
it on the agenda.
I think that's what I'm the most excited about this part is just seeing watching you go through
Oh,
that.
really? You want to see me shit myself, literally? I think it'll be great. I think once we're looking at the view and we're all having this experience, I think it's going to be amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. And that is such a beautiful way and an adventurous way to say ta-ta to Luxor as we go back to Cairo. So now this is a part of the trip where folks have options. Okay. So this Egypt component is from the 12th to the 20th. Okay. So the inner city flight back to Luxor is included. You are taking care of your flights to Cairo and from Cairo. So this part is from the 12th to the 20th, but we do have an option that we added because we felt like the couples would really enjoy adding on the Maldives. Okay. So you have two options. You can do Egypt, which is the 12th to the 20th. When we end with the Nile River, we end with the hot air balloon, we go back to Cairo, and then you can fly back to your origin. Or if you decide you want to add on Maldives, you can also coordinate your flight from Cairo to the Maldives, and then you can join us here for another 3 days. And then this would be your day 10 with the Maldives arrival. And yes, we are going to be on a bungalow. Listen here, I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking all about the girlfriends in Egypt. All I'm thinking about when I'm in the middle of the ocean with my man, y'all. Do I need to say any more? In the middle of Maldives. Okay, you're not gonna see me. Really, you're not gonna see me. So you're not gonna see us. We're gonna be disappear and be like, hey y'all. And then y'all gonna be like, did y'all see the Dubyas? Where are they? In the middle of the ocean, in their bungalow, doing what newlywed couples do. So that is the plan. I think it'll be super gorgeous. And hey, listen, if you're not coupled, it's still a great opportunity for you to take that time for yourself. So, as an entrepreneur, it is so important to be able to have moments where you can feel like you're in this space of peace away from your normal day-to-day living. And so this might be a perfect opportunity for you to get a single and take that time to just really reflect, meditate, make plans because it's the end of the year. Make your plans, set your goals for the year ahead. Or if you're with your girlfriends, listen, create a very memorable experience for the two of you. So I think whether you're coupled or not, there's so much fun to be had in the middle of the ocean on a bungalow. Okay. So these are the beautiful pictures. So we have our day at leisure at the Maldives. We'll have food and lots of activities on site. And so you'll be able to take care of that. So really unwind, which I'm excited for because it's going to be 8 packed days in Egypt. So I'm actually really looking forward to this part where we get to just chill and do absolutely nothing, which nothing is something. Yeah, babe? What
Absolutely.
say you? And then we leave on the 24th because, of course, we know that lots of people may want to get back to their families for the Christmas holidays, for Kwanzaa holidays, or whatever you celebrate. And so, we end that on the 24th. And then that will conclude our Gophernism love trip. So just as a recap, babe, can you tell the people what the recap is? I'm going to make sure that I have posted this on our page.
I don't have the notes in front of me, babe.
Babe, it's right there. Okay, what's included
Oh,
is
right here. Okay. Ah, okay. Oh, thank you for queuing this up for me.
yeah,
This is
see, I have it
wonderful.
right there for you.
All right. Okay. So here goes the recap, right? So we're going to meet and assist our at Cairo Airport upon arrival. Then all transfers are on a private basis via AC because it is going to be hot out there, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Super,
Yeah.
super hot. So
Cooler
we're
in the
going to
night,
be in a
though. Cooler in
nice,
the night. Hmm.
cool, AC vehicle. So what they have two small bottles of mineral water available in the vehicle. So we're going to
Yeah.
be nicely hydrated and refreshed for our trip. So we're going to have the entrance fees for the sightseeing as mentioned in the itinerary.
Hmm.
We have the private guided tour in Cairo to the Cairo and Upper Egypt,
Hmm.
and with an English speaking guide. So that's helpful. All right. So
Absolutely.
okay, so we have the 5 nights. Which hotel are we staying at for this one for the 5 nights?
Oh, I think it's another Hilton property or
That's
similar.
another Hilton. Okay,
Yeah,
so
because it
go for
depends on
Hilton.
how many people register. Sometimes it is subject to change, but yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And then we have the
Mhm.
3 nights accommodation aboard the Nile cruise on a
Yeah.
full board basis. All right, so
Mhm.
we got a 2-for-1 there, land and air. And then we have the flight back to Cairo and Aswan and the Luxor in Cairo.
Yep.
And then we have what tipping for guide, drivers, representative, restaurants, etc.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty much all inclusive from
Yep.
Cairo to Cairo, right?
All
So that's
right.
super awesome. And then if you do the add-on, then of course you'll have your welcome drinks upon arrival. You'll have your 3 nights accommodation at the resort. All of your meals are already taken care of, so you don't have to worry about that. And then of course you'll have your transfers to and from. Now, what is not included, like we said, are the international flights. One, people are coming from multiple origins. Two, there are a lot of restrictions when you are traveling with a group. That's something to be mindful of. So, know two things. We always provide an option for groups because we know that one of the benefits, especially for girlfriends who may be traveling alone or maybe meeting girlfriends when they get to Cairo, is sometimes that fear of travel. And that's one of the exciting things about traveling with a group, that if you're afraid to travel alone, is that you do have group options. So once the land portion is completed, right, we finalize the registration for that, we do offer a group option. However, you want to be mindful that there are restrictions when it comes to groups. For example, if you want upgrades, you may not have the ability to upgrade if you are within a group, because packages typically are very specific about what kind of seating you can have. If you need to stop off somewhere, right? Like some people may want to stop to London on the way in, or they might want to stop over to Greece on the way out. You can't change that with a group. So there are pros and cons. Absolutely. The pro is if you may be a little bit on the um, fearful side, or just I really want to do everything with a group, then there's definitely benefit to say, listen, this is the flight time, this is when we're going to meet, this is when you're going to be there, and we're going to do this together. So not to worry, that will follow.
We'll be
And then if
using the
you're
buddy
kind of like,
system.
listen, I'm going to do the group thing, but I want the flexibility to kind of stop here or stop there, or I want to use my miles to buy my trip, or I want to upgrade, then you're going to need to go ahead and book that on your own. Okay. Now, of course, I can help. I am an independent travel agent just for girlfriendism, but it does exclude international flights because we want people really and truly to have that flexibility to decide what is best for them. Now, of course, it does not include an entry visa to Egypt. You can do your visa on arrival. So that is not a problem, but you do want to start getting your passport ready. You need to make sure that it's not going to expire within 6 months of travel. So we're traveling in December. It need not expire to be on the safe side before July 2026. And y'all, there's a lot of craziness going on in the world. So make sure you go get that passport now. I'm talking to myself as well, just because you never know how things gonna change. Go get your passport now. Okay, that's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say. Also excluded are
Global
the
entry too.
Right, exactly, exactly. So the registration fees at Cairo Airport, that's just $15. So that's pretty minimal. So like we said, once you're past that portion at the airport, you're at Cairo, everything is taken care of from there. If you want special entry to like additional areas, then you will have the ability to do that, but that will be additional. And then of course, any personal items that you decide, of course, as with any other trip, it's kind of like those incidentals, anything that you add on. That is what you have to pay for. Now, we also provide a listing of additional tours that may not be on the actual agenda, but you may be interested in. So you have options. And then we're communicating with you regularly, especially as we get closer. We do meet and greets before. So you'll have an idea of who you're going to be traveling with, have opportunities to ask questions and to get ready. And so it's not like you book today and then we see you at the airport in Cairo on the 12th. We're going to be in communication with you. You'll get a chance to get to know Sean and I a little bit more in the process. So by the time we get there, be like, hey, I know you. You're my girlfriend, Dr. K. Y'all are the W's. That's my homeboy, Sean. What's up? It's nice to meet you in person. That is what we're going for.
I
Yeah,
love
babe.
it. I love it. I love it.
So, my love, that concludes our itinerary. But the most important thing, babe,
Uh-huh.
the
And
most
what's
important thing, do you know what the most important thing is? The price, y'all. Like, how much is it gonna cost? Y'all don't want to know.
mm-hmm.
So the special rate, if you do
Drum
your
roll.
homework within this 24 hours, is going to be 3131. Don't you like that number combination? 3131 on a double room basis, meaning that you have someone who is going to be sharing a room with you. So that is the double basis, and that is just for Egypt. So remember, Maldives is considered an add-on. So you can register for that add-on, but you don't have to do Maldives in case you may want to return or you need to have a shortened trip. Okay, so that is what you're going to do your homework, subscribing to the channel, subscribing to girlfriendism.com, and then, of course, sending us an email to girlfriendism at Gmail so you can take advantage of that by March 12th. Okay. So,
31, 31. That's a
ain't that
really good
something?
price. Yeah, for a
Right. It is a really good price for all of
for a
that,
possible.
including those flights. It's awesome. And that's a double
Yes.
occupancy, so it is cheaper if you're sharing a room with someone. So girlfriends get your girlfriends, husbands get your wives, wives get your husbands, families get your families together so you can share that room. Now, if you say, listen, I'm going all the way around the world, I'm traveling, I'm going to be in a large group, I ain't trying to see nobody at the end of the day. And you're like, I'm going to need me a single occupancy. That is 48.74. But remember, that's just for the next 24 hours. Okay. So for Egypt only, 31.31 for the next 24 hours, or single occupancy 48.74 for the next 24 hours. Now, if you say that you want Egypt and the Maldives, it's 57.90 per person. And remember, you're taking care of your flight to Cairo, from Cairo to Maldives, and then Maldives back to your origin. If again you say, you know what, I want to be in the middle of the ocean with me, myself, and I, okay, then it's going to be 89.18. Okay. Now, all of these rates go up tomorrow as of 9:11 p.m. by $400. So you want to do it now. What it
Well,
requires is only $200.
right. That's the lock it in.
Only $200 to lock it in. Okay. If you are a manifester like me and you're like, damn, I want to go, but I don't know where the money's going to come from, put the $200 and you're going to see the money come. Now, your financial advisor over here, Sean W., is going to tell you different. So just close your ears, babe. He's going to say, well, you better go through that budget and you're going to see what you're going to need to cut. And you're going to see where you need to add some more funds. And that's going to be some of the conversations we're going to be having on the way on, before we get to Egypt, because we want you to be able to
Yeah.
go there debt
Just cut
free.
the
So we're going
cut
to
cut
have
the
some
shoe
conversations.
cut the shoe budget and be all right.
Well, well, babe, we're going to have to talk about this offline. Okay. I don't know about the shoes, but I will, for Egypt,
Cut the shoe
maybe.
budget.
Yes, for Egypt, maybe we can consider this. So we will think about this. So this is the breakdown here too, y'all. So again, I will send this information to you. Once you do your homework, you subscribe and you email. Okay. And it's just a $200. That 200 is a non-refundable. But the beautiful thing about it is it's better to lose 200 than 400. So still get in your registration within this next 24 hours so you can save. Okay. So that concludes it, my love. That is going to be
All
that is our
right.
orientation. I'm excited. I'm
Very
looking forward to
excited.
it.
I
I'm curious
hope
to
that
see.
everyone is going to come and join us, hang out
Yes.
with us, celebrate with us, have a good time. We know how to have fun.
Oh, you know that's right. We are adventurers. It's a little late now. We had a long day, so we're a little tired now, but we do know how to have fun. We're gonna have a really good time. And I'm really looking forward to bonding with, old and new girlfriends, old and new couples, old and new families. So I'm looking forward to it, and that's one of the reasons why we put it on YouTube. And it's a little scary, right? Because we've always had such a nice, comfortable, close-knit group of people. But now, Gophernism is global. So hey, and the W's have arrived. And so we are taking this love journey global to Egypt. And so we're opening it up to the airwaves of YouTube. So if you want to join, you like our vibe. We don't know you yet, but we like yours too, because you're attracted to us. That means you're good people. So go ahead and send us that email so we can get the information to you. And if you're a little bit on the fence, you can still register after. We'll put that link in the comments. It'll just be $400 more. But lovies, that is going to conclude our orientation. Babe, did I miss anything? Do you have anything else you want to add before we tell the people good night so I can have you to myself?
Yeah, just one thing.
Yeah.
Bring y'all asses. Come on.
That part, look, that's going to be the summary. So when we do like the little short and the summary of this is what you need to know about the Egypt Girlfriendism and Love Orientation Live, bring y'all asses. That part.
Yeah, what? It's WTF, right?
WTF, wellness, travel, finance. Yes, that's what Girlfriendism
Absolutely.
Love is all about. G Love Nation, the love branch of Girlfriendism. So bring y'all asses. Y'all heard the man. You heard my husband speak. So we look forward to seeing you there. We look forward to meeting you. We look forward to having this adventure with you. And most of all, we look forward to spreading that love and joy across the globe. So thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you. Do your homework. Subscribe to Girlfriendism YouTube channel. Subscribe to girlfriendism.com and send us that email by March 12th at 9:10 p.m. so you can save $400.
Hurry up.
Okay? Bye.